Okay, for this lasagna recipe, you're going to need some garlic salt, black pepper, dried basil, a pound of ground beef, 2 eggs. Now here I'm using an egg substitute because my husband is allergic to eggs. So if you don't have that problem, then you can go ahead and use 2 real actual eggs. Some cottage cheese. Yes, I said cottage cheese. Some parsley, a small can of tomato paste, a large can of diced tomatoes, lasagna noodles. We're only going to use about half a package, and I got the wheat ones for the extra fiber. Yay for fiber! And some mozzarella cheese and Parmesan cheese. Alright, let's go ahead and get started with this. Okay, first what you're going to want to do is put a little bit of olive oil in your pan on about medium-high heat. And then you're going to want to add your hamburger. There it is, yay! Alright, go ahead and put some salt on that guy, just a little bit. And we're going to put some pepper on him too. And then we're going to break it up. Munch up that hamburger like nobody's business. Chop, chop, chop. Chopping away. And you're going to do that until it's pretty much cooked. But yeah, the key to this recipe is multitasking. So while this is cooking, we are going to put a pot of water on the stove on high and get that ready for our lasagna noodles. Okay, it's magic! Our hamburger is brown. So just continue to break it up so it's in smaller pieces. You're going to add your tablespoon of garlic salt and your tablespoon of dried basil. Then you're going to give that a little stir because that's what you do with stuff, you stir it. Alright, and we're still stirring. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So we're going to add our large can of diced tomatoes. And then we're going to add our small, I think it's 6-ounce can of tomato paste. Okay, so we have that in there. And basically, just because I like to eat virtually everything spicy and hot, I'm going to add some more black pepper. And then I'm also going to sprinkle in some red pepper flakes. And then I'm just going to stir this around. Make sure all the ingredients get thoroughly incorporated. Boy, that sounded kind of fancy, didn't it? Thoroughly incorporated. But anyway, so just going to stir that around. Make sure all the tomato paste is broken up. And then you're just going to let this sit on the stove on low heat for about 15 minutes. Just to let everything meld together and get all yummy. And then while that is simmering, we are going to work on the other filling for this. So you're going to take some parsley, just tear some off, like a little, I don't know, a little handful. And then you're going to chop it up. Make sure you use safe knife techniques. Kind of curl your fingers under just in case something slips and you don't lose a finger. That would not be good. So just chop that up. And then we are going to use that for our cottage cheese filling. Okay, for the cottage cheese filling, you're going to add your container of cottage cheese. And then to that, you're going to add your 2 eggs. And, of course, the parsley that you just chopped up. And then you're just going to stir that around. And then you're just going to, oh, no, you're not. You're adding more pepper because you like everything hot. Alright, now you're going to stir around and you're going to leave it alone for a minute. Just set it aside because our water is boiled. So it's time to just put a little bit of salt in that. And then you're going to put in your lasagna noodles. You're going to need 9 noodles for this, but I find that the most I can safely cook at one time is 6. So that's kind of a bummer, but whatever, it is what it is. Maybe I should get a bigger pot, I don't know. So you're just going to let those sit for a minute and then start pushing them down in the water so they all cook. You don't need any crunchy noodles. I have tried using the noodles that you don't have to boil. I think they're called like ready to bake. I don't like those. I think they taste not cooked when your food is supposed to be done. So that's why I just boil my noodles. Alright, so go ahead and set your oven for 350 degrees. Get that heating up. Alright, the noodles are magically done and it's time to assemble this. Put a little bit of the meat mixture down at the bottom of the pan. And then you're going to put 3 of your lasagna noodles on top of that. And then just spoon on some of your cottage cheese mixture over the top. And you're just going to spread that around so everything's pretty nice and even. And then you're going to sprinkle on some of your mozzarella cheese. And then you're going to sprinkle on some of your Parmesan cheese. And then you're going to assemble the other layers. And once it's all assembled, you're going to add some more red pepper flakes because you're crazy for hot stuff. And then your oven's ready at 325. So you're going to slap your lasagna into that hot oven. And you're going to bake it for about 20 minutes. Bye-bye, lasagna. Would you look at that delicious lasagna? Look what you did. That is awesome. Nice and golden brown. Yum, yum, yum. I turned it up to the broiler for about 3 minutes to get that crust golden brown up top. That is delicious. Alright, time to serve this up. Just cut it. I cut it and it makes about 12 squares. Slap it on your plate. It's still hot, so be careful. And then because you want to be fancy, you're going to put a little thing of parsley on there. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave me comments below.
Speak, Ruger, speak! Good boy.